Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into one of the most personal and intimate parts of caregiving for someone with ALS, the daily routines of grooming and dressing. We're going to explore how these moments can be transformed from just tasks into real acts of connection, respect, and deep, meaningful care.
This, right here, this quote is the single most important idea to hold on to. It's really the foundation for everything else we're about to talk about. The goal isn't just about being clean, it's about preserving the very essence of who a person is.
So let's really dig into why these routines are so much more than a checklist. They touch the very core of a person's identity, their comfort, and their connection to the world around them.
You know, what's really powerful is how all these points are connected. Maintaining dignity and supporting identity, that's crucial for emotional well-being. And preventing skin breakdown, well, that's vital for physical health. But when you put them all together, they create structure and human connection in a world that can feel incredibly chaotic. It's really about caring for the whole person.
Okay, so to put that mindset into practice, we can lean on 4 core principles. Think of these as the pillars that are going to support every single action you take.
Let's be honest, the loss of independence is one of the absolute hardest parts of living with ALS. And that's exactly why any choice, it doesn't matter how small it seems, like picking out a shirt or just directing the process, becomes this powerful way of saying you are still in control.
This one might sound a little backward, but trust me, it's a golden rule of caregiving. Rushing, it just leads to mistakes, to anxiety, and sometimes even to injury. By just building in a little extra time, you create a calm, safe space, which, funnily enough, often makes the whole process go quicker and is definitely way more pleasant for everyone.
Just imagine for a second if someone started moving your body without any warning. It'd be startling, right? Disorienting? Well, narrating what you're doing eliminates that surprise. It keeps the person involved, it keeps them oriented, and it shows respect. It is such a simple act of communication, but it builds a huge amount of trust. And this one is completely non-negotiable. With ALS, the body is so vulnerable to pain, to stiffness, to skin breakdown. Every single movement has to prioritize safety and comfort, period. This principle is the bedrock for every practical technique we're about to get into.
All right, so we have the mindset, the why. Now let's translate these principles into the practical day-to-day how-to of giving care.
You know, preparation is everything. It really is. By getting all your supplies ready before you start and making sure the room is safe and comfortable, you prevent having to leave the person alone mid-task. It just minimizes stress for both of you, and it sets the stage for a much smoother routine.
When it comes to something like shaving, safety has to be number 1. And as you can see here, an electric razor is almost always the better choice. It just dramatically reduces the risk of cuts and doesn't require as much precision, which makes the whole process safer and easier for everyone involved.
Okay, here's a term you'll probably hear a lot: skin integrity. Basically, it just means the overall health of the skin. And because of immobility, people with ALS are at a really high risk for pressure sores. A quick daily check of these key spots, the heels, the elbows, the tailbone, is one of the most important preventative things you can do.
All right, if you remember one practical tip from this whole explainer, let it be this one. This is the golden rule for assisted dressing. Just remember the sequence. You dress the weaker side first, and you undress the stronger side first. This simple trick minimizes how much you have to bend and move fragile joints and just makes the entire process so much easier and more comfortable.
But of course, let's be realistic. Not every day is going to go perfectly. There will be challenges, there will be tough days. So let's look at some of the most common ones and talk through some practical, compassionate ways to get through them.
This table lays it out pretty clearly. If you run into stiffness, the answer is slow, supportive movement, and never force it. If fatigue is the big issue, just break the routine into smaller pieces. And for those times when there's emotional resistance, you go right back to those core principles. Offer a choice, stick to the routine, and respect their feelings.
Now, I want to bring this all the way back to where we started. Back to the really profound purpose behind all of these daily actions. Because it all comes down to preserving a person's sense of who they are.
So the crucial point here is this: these details are absolutely not small things. They're what you might call identity anchors that connect the person to a whole lifetime of habits, of preferences, of their own personal style. Helping someone wear their favorite shirt isn't just about getting them dressed, it's about helping them feel like themselves.
And amidst all of this, what about you, the caregiver?
This is physically and emotionally demanding work, no question about it. Remember to use good body mechanics to protect your own health. Ask for help before you're totally overwhelmed, and please accept that perfection is not the goal here. Good, kind, compassionate care, that is the goal.
Never forget the incredible power of what you are doing. Through these simple, repeated actions every day, you are offering 3 amazing gifts: dignity, identity, and a sense of normalcy, in a situation that is anything but normal.
And we'll end on this thought. It's so easy to see these daily routines as interruptions, as things to rush through to get to the real parts of the day. But for someone living with advanced ALS, these moments of care, of connection, of comfort, they are life. And the way you approach them can make all the difference in the world.